the home of the Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan. Van Gundy with Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. For the Denver Nuggets, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Charlotte Hornets. Shot from the inbound. It's Thompson off the drive. He lays it in. Well, we should be in for a fast-paced game tonight, Coach. Both of these teams excel at creating fast break opportunities.
Look, Kevin, you're right. Both of these teams prefer to get out and attack before the other can get their defense set. They want to use their speed and athleticism, and they need to get as many easy buckets as they possibly can. There's a terrific mix of speed and power behind Gordon's drive. He just barrels it.
Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. 4 on the clock. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Şengün, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Yeah, Murray is a very good outside shooter, but I think he's at his best when he gets into the paint.
And here's KD for 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. A premier offense for the Nuggets, but defensively, Stan, there has been some slippage.
Well, they've had to make some tough financial decisions, letting some of their defensive-minded veterans depart in free agency over the years. They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Denver. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, Coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. To end the drought. The shot by Thompson, no good. Brown. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson. Smith wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
3 points.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
From deep, Johnson. And another miss by Denver. Here's Şengün. Durant wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And he has a scorer's mentality. Durant playing with an edge you don't see rookies have ordinarily.
Throws it from outside.
Well, he's 3 for 4 to start out. Right off the bat, you could sense he was dialed in. All business so far.
KD's shot is good.
And the rookie Durant is a phenomenal offensive talent. So polished and confident inside. Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
Serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Now Şengün following the three-point attempt by Aaron Gordon. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Here's Brown. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Yeah, Brown just putting his head down. If you're going to drive, you have to commit.
Jokic with it. Şengün with the rebound. Here's Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And no good. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Denver Nuggets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
And, Greg, these boys veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Pass to Watson. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And the 3 off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back over to you, Kevin.
They've clearly bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Brown with the bounce pass. Pass to Valanciunas. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, this is where Valanciunas looks to score. He's so good at using his size to his advantage.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them. And you, and well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help you. Guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals and your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
And Adams sends it back. Pass to Shepard. Some nice passing there by Houston. Houston needs to get a shot. And Smith with the stuff.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Out to Hardaway. To the left side wing. Three-pointer. Rebound by Okogie. Houston leading by 5. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Listen, Gordon has such good body control. It really helps him play through contact.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Here's Hardaway. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Well, for a guy with a scorer's mentality, Murray is almost surprisingly willing to pass the ball. And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Dynamic. Dan James.
And right in the face of the defender. It's off his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. And the Rockets making a change here. Durant just inside the line. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. Jokic on top. Murray outside. Pass to Brown. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Rockets substitution. Number 26. Spencer Dinwiddie.
Here's Brown. On the wing, Johnson. And here's Gordon. Now Brown. 6 to shoot. Johnson left side. All 3 off the mark.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And stolen by Murray. Here's Jokic. Oh, he just jams it right over Şengün. Wow!
Look at how Jokic keeps his composure, even against the physicality inside.
The Nuggets now on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Johnson outside. And Murray. Here we go. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Nuggets lead by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rockets trailed by 3. Right wing. Here's Thompson. It's hauled in by Gordon. Now Watson. Scoreless thus far. Jokic inside. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trailed by 3. And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Brown. Now here's Watson. Just 5 on the clock. Murray for 3. Smith surveying the D. Screen by Smith. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Stolen by Gordon. Rockets with the rebound.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And the dunk by Eason.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
Can't sleep on the young man, Jokic, especially when he's got that kind of position.
Dinwiddie. Banked in off the glass.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Murray, good.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And you assemble an all-swagger team, Jamal Murray is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his swagger.
Substitution on the court.
To the wing on the left. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seemed like there'd been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Pocket 2. KD can't get it to go.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And a miss there on the triple. And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for Denver. They lead by 4. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And it's Shepherd missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. And stolen by Şengün. Here's Finney Smith. Knocks down the 3 ball. Now it's just a 3-point Denver lead. Hardaway for 3. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 3. And do not go away. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic, no good. And it's Houston's ball. Thompson inside. Now Adams. It's hauled in by Jokic. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, what else is new? Jokic orchestrating the best passing big man to ever play the sport.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
First personal foul.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Denver.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with this transition.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Jokic a screen. Great defense that time from Şengün. Here's KD. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Brown. To the paint. Jokic rising up.
Using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
6 on the shot clock. Jokic. Cleared away by Capella. Nuggets trailed by 10. Durant driving the lane. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Murray with it. And guarded by Capella. Smith there for the rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Gordon. Smith there for the rebound.
And when you look at Durant's mix of height and athleticism, factored in the pure skill set he has, makes it almost unfair. I'm sure his college opponents are happy he's not around there anymore.
And the Rockets making a change here. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Outside Hardaway. Shoots the 3. And here is Valanciunas. Another shot. And he figures it out with the lay-in.
And Valanciunas takes up a lot of real estate, which helps him snag offensive rebounds.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to
impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Durant. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
Could this be what we see consistently from Durant? I guess we'll have to see how this one plays out.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. For the Nuggets. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. Coach telling their players, let's play with urgency. This is the game. I know we'll win if we play hard. Let's see how the team responds.
Thank you once again, Allie. The 8-footer. Rebounded by Brown. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Johnson left side. Outside, Murray. Now, here's Jokic. Shot clock at 6. And he sinks the fadeaway jam.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Taking 2 shots.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Oh, strong tip in. Denver calls timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
So we see Denver get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held.
No, she's so good at what she do, I might bust a move.